6:15. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The news edited by Katharine Pereira and read by Lavani Vijayatunga. First, we take a look at the headlines. Minister Nama Rajapaksa says that the youth should be innovative to meet the needs of the modern world. The government pays attention to the food problems in the country. It has been revealed that the plans are underway to conduct local government polls. Russian warship and submarines arrive at the port of Colombo. And in news overseas, the UK police say MP Sir David Amy's killing was terrorism. Those were the headlines, and I move on to the details of the local news. Minister Nama Rajapaksa says that the youth should be innovative in the modern world. He made these remarks while participating in a ceremony to present awards, trophies and certificates to the winners of the national level at tournaments conducted in connection with the Professional Guideline Week held under the theme of Nayanathi Vadakarana Parapurak. The Department of Human Resources Job has implemented several programs and projects to develop human resources. Minister Mahinda Amaraveera says that the government has paid attention to minimize the wastage of post-harvest. The necessary facilities to produce food items without toxin has been expanded. Measures have also been taken to address the food problem in the country by considering the food production and the consumption pattern. He made these remarks to mark the Food Day, which falls today. State Minister Shahan Semasinghe says that the government's aim is to conduct the local government polls when a suitable environment is created. The government is not conducting polls on the influence of any country. This is the news from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. And we continue with more local news. A squadron of the Russian Navy Pacific Fleet, which includes the corvette Grimishi and the submarines B-603 and B-274, arrived in the Colombo harbour today. Sri Lanka Navy welcomed the visiting ships in procession with the naval traditions as they arrived at the port of Colombo. Commander of the ship, Vice Admiral Nishantha Ulugethanna, visited the harbour to observe the visiting naval units at the passenger terminal of the port of Colombo. He shared a light moment with the commander of the squadron and the commanding officers of the other units and exchanged mementos marking the occasion. Chairman of the Sri Lanka Social Security Fund and the senior lecturer of the Sabaragama University, Saman Hadargama, says that the number of members of the fund has exceeded 35,000. This is the only institute that has the privilege of a pension salary system for the employees who lost their pension payment. The benefits will be provided from 60 years of age. And to conclude the local news, the headlines once again. Minister Nama Rajapaksa says that the youth should be innovative to meet the needs of the modern world. The government pays attention to the food problems in the country. It has been revealed that the plans are underway to conduct the local government polls. Russian warship and submarines arrive at the port of Colombo. And that was the local news.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddhalepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddhalepa, the Vidamahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
The main news story for this evening, while recalling the close and friendly bilateral ties between Sri Lanka and Malaysia, Foreign Minister and the High Commissioner discussed further avenues to enhance cooperation between the two countries in the post-COVID-19 era, stating Sri Lanka was among the first to recognize Malaysia's independence back in the year 1957 and the celebrations of the 60th anniversary of diplomatic relationship in the year 2017. The High Commissioner expressed his strong desire to reenact partnership in several areas, including the restoration of the air connectivity to its fullest capacity and to facilitate strong people-to-people interaction between the two countries. And that was the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya. Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Superivicky and Kakulu. Products from Siddhaleba.
And now in Watchlight.
And Watchlight children in the country have to stay indoors to spend their time to avoid COVID-19 virus. Their exercise patterns have been obstructed due to this reason. Parents should understand this. The health sector has pointed out that the parents should pay attention and direct their children for exercises as it is needed to prevent them from being exposed to various non-communicable diseases. And that came to you in Watchlight.
World News.
Headlines of the world news. The UK police say MP Sir David Amy's killing was terrorism. Russia's daily death passes 1,000 for the first time. Myanmar Army General excluded from Leaders Summit. Those are the headlines, and now more to the details of the world news. The killing of Conservative MP Sir David Amis is being treated as terrorist incident by the police. Sir David was stabbed multiple times at the constituency surgery in Leonsay in Essex on yesterday. The Metropolitan Police said that there was a potential link to the Islamist extremism. A 25-year-old British man was arrested at the scene on suspicion of the murder. Home Secretary Priti Patel paid tribute to Sir David as a man of the people who was killed doing a job he loved. Prime Minister Boris Johnson and Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer laid flowers at the scene together this morning. Russia today recorded 1,000 COVID-related deaths in a single day for the first time since the pandemic began. The figure had been rising all week, with Kremlin blaming the Russian people for not taking up vaccination. Only about a third of the population has had a jab amid wide distrust of vaccines. Russia's figure of 222,000 COVID deaths is the highest in Europe, with another 33,000 infections reported today. The government has avoided bringing in strict restrictions because it says it needs to keep the economy working. The Kremlin has instead focused on public apathy on vaccination. The Army General who seized power in Myanmar in February has been excluded from an annual summit of religious leaders later this month. The Association of Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN, agreed to invite non-political representative from Myanmar instead of General Min Aung Hlaing. It is an unprecedented move for the 10-member bloc, which traditionally avoids interfering in its members' affairs. ASEAN said the military had not done enough to end the turmoil in Myanmar. And to conclude the world news, the headlines once again. The UK police say MP Sir David Amy's killing was terrorism. Russia's daily death passes 1,000 for the first time. Myanmar Army General excluded from Leaders Summit. And that was the world news.
And now in development news.
In development news, Candy Lake Lanka organization has implemented a program to establish libraries based on schools and religious places in the low facility areas. Chairman of the organization, Elmo Javardhana, said that at present 218 such libraries have been set up. Accordingly, libraries for 33 Tamil medium schools in the north and the east were also initiated. And that came to you in the segment of development news.
Sports news.
Moving on to sports news, the final match of the 2021 South Asian Football Tournament will be held tonight. India and Nepal will compete in today's match, which begins at 8:30 p.m. local time. Nepal is participating for the first time. The Indian team has won the championship in 7 occasions. That was the sports news. Business news coming up.
Cash through NSB globally and win wonderful gifts locally. Will you be the lucky winner of the NSB Golden Jubilee? 50 gold sovereigns for the top prize winner of the NSB Golden Jubilee. Scooters for the 10 second prize winners. iPhones for the 10 third prize winners. Mountain bikes for the 29 fourth prize winners. From October 1st, 2021 to September 30th, 2022. Remit a minimum of $100 or an equivalent amount in any foreign currency through NSB U Trust for 6 months consecutively. Send more money and increase the chances of winning.
Business news. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money.
In business news, Director General of the Saubhagya Development Bureau, Vasantha Gunaratna, says that the Saubhagya productions are reaching the market gradually. He also stated that there is a high demand for these products from some institutions as it is of high standard. That was the business news. Economic news follows.
Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Cash through NSB globally and win wonderful gifts locally. Will you be the lucky winner of the NSB Golden Jubilee? 50 gold sovereigns for the top prize winner of the NSB Golden Jubilee. Scooters for the 10 second prize winners. iPhones for the 10 third prize winners. Mountain bikes for the 29 fourth prize winners.
Economic news. Courtesy of
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibility. That's why we promise to give you the best returns and guarantee on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by Ikra Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act number 42 of 2011.
And in economic news, a virtual meeting between the National Boating Association of the Maldives and the representatives of the Sri Lanka boat and shipbuilding industry was hosted by the Foreign Ministry in collaboration with the Export Development Board of Sri Lanka. The meeting was held early this week and was aimed to enhance the mutual cooperation in the fields of ship and boat building industry between Sri Lanka and the Maldives. During the welcome remarks, the Additional Secretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, PM Amzad, noted that it was a landmark event for enhancing collaboration between the two countries to share knowledge and resources, which would pave way for greater physical engagement to conquer the world together. That was economic news and the weather report to conclude.
I bought my daughter a laptop for her work by managing my finances. Whatever the expenses may be, I can't afford to miss out on life's special moments like her birthday or our anniversary. So you need to invest to make your family's future flourish.
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibilities. That's why we promise to give you the best returns on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by Ikra Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act number 42 of 2011.
Weather report. And finally, the weather report. The Met Department says several spells of showers will occur in the western, Saparakamuwa, central and northwestern provinces and the Galle and Mathura districts. A few showers may occur in the northern and north central provinces. Mainly fair weather will prevail elsewhere. And with that, we conclude this bulletin of news. And before we wrap it up, let's get back to the headlines once again. Minister Nama Rajapaksa says that the youth should be innovative to meet the needs of the modern world. The government pays attention for the food problem in the country. It has been revealed that the plans are underway to conduct local government polls. Russian warship and submarines arrive at the port of Colombo. And in news overseas, the UK police say MP Sir David Army's killing was terrorism. And with that, we conclude this bulletin of news. And now it's back to your Saturday evening host, Mario, to keep you entertained on the other side of the glass panel.